Hello, it's been a long time since I've recorded any friendly game, so here it is. My good Twilight Struggle friend Tasos Manopoulos, because he's the one hiding under the name Spartaaaa the Greek. With this hand I can't really count on Italy coup, so it's wise to have him pick Finland with Truman and empty independent Reds. I think the only headline that makes sense is the Cambridge 5 now. In general, it's a very poor hand, which paradoxically isn't going to be very much worse if purged, because there are many cards to be played for events or for one-ups. The Cambridge 5 and Decolar events, Truman and CIA are gonna get lost. Maybe Indo-Paki is gonna be an event. Not a good start. 15 ops is not the worst, but the distribution of these ops is miserable. No 4 ops cards, 1 3 op card. And these 2 ops are, let's say, harmless, because this is a good word. Tasos usually loses with me, but used to win sometimes, including one of the most important games we've played in Warsaw TS Convention in 2018, when I won the whole tournament with 7 victories out of 8 games. So guess who was the only to beat me? And by the way, I encourage you in comments to praise Tasos for all the efforts he does in the ITSL, because he's one of the 4 organizers: Tasos, Luis Rubio, Pedro Reguera, and one of my best friends, Jemowit Pazderski, without whom this tournament wouldn't be running. Okay, he asked whether it's official. Official means it counts to ITSL rating. I agree to it. Okay, so it's official, it counts to ITSL rating. Not very important, but sometimes may be important. Plus, it probably counts to baskets for the next season placement. Oh, and my hand is purged indeed. So, in general, I have 1-ups cards. Okay, let's coup something. Let it be Iran. And let's get rid of one nasty event. If he plays Comic-Con, Truman is not going to be as free as I wanted it to be. But instead of usual Czechoslovakia, 1-op is gonna go to Austria, so even after Truman, I'm still adjacent to Italy in case of further socialist governments or so. I think I'm ready to play CIA even on action round 3, or if he coups now, action round 2, coughing South Africa first, to deny him a battleground coup with Defcon at 3, and to deny him some nasty fiddle play. Okay, now I need to lower Defcon soon to be able to play decoy, and now I rolled quite decently and got rid of Truman. Okay. So the worst thing that could happen now is a counter coup with Fido in Iraq, and a 6 roll denying me access and giving him access to plethora of countries, or a 5 roll just denying me access while he still has his one due to Iraq. Okay, so CIA to coup attempt in South Africa. I know it has a downside risk of him spreading to South America, but him spreading to South America now is something I can sacrifice for fighting for Asia. Now that he sees I have decoy, I doubt whether he does it. I think he's gonna fight for Asia. Because Indo-Paki is gonna stop him to some extent. I should take Lebanon sooner or later, but perhaps later, because, well, Asia is more important than Middle East now. Decoy, probably Thailand, Burma, Angola and Algeria, to threaten that the China card is gonna do its job in either France or India. Immediately took France, and Comecon, but too late. Thailand, on the other hand, was a good call. So I think instead of Algeria, which is now not so urgent, I'll go to Indonesia. I can stop him in any region, and this is nasty somehow. But he has to take some care of Thailand, and Indo-Pakistani war looks like a good hold card. So Formosan resolution to India, so far not caring about Lebanon. Not that I can anymore. He could have scored Middle East and gained 4 victory points. Now it turned to 6. It's not the biggest deal ever. And then let's see, I may play the China card. It's quite safe because I got rid of CIA. The problem is if I play the China card, it's important to use all 4 ops in Asia. So Middle East is left alone. Counting for Nasser. Now that's a dilemma. One option, Warsaw Pact to Pakistan. Another option, Warsaw Pact to Iraq. Third option, China card to Pakistan and India. Being aggressive. To Pakistan, Laos, Cambodia and Burma, or to Burma and over control of Pakistan. The problem is, whatever I do with the China card, his break of North Korea is a good response to it. I don't want to get rid of. Okay, let's balance the region. I could event it and balance Europe instead, but I feel Middle East is more important For Europe I have multiple cards, for Middle East I have only Nasser and to some point Distal, which I wouldn't like to waste like this. Plus in Middle East the presence is much more crucial. He has Distal, otherwise he would have probably played UN intervention for the event. Nasser socialist governments. Socialists don't stop Europe in a long run, but they may return. If I play the China card, I must score Asia because 5-year plan doesn't work. On the other hand, socialists may deny special relationship. Okay, let's risk it. Bah. Defected, so... Not very painful, so let's attempt coup and let's attack Panama. Good roll. I think I'm gonna play Nasser, play aggressively in Middle East and wait with Asia. Play aggressively, I said. With which cards? Nasser, Romanian abdication to Syria. Got rid of blockade with Distal. No real hope to dominate Asia, so probably the aggressiveness will be shown with 5-year plan. So I'm playing the entire hand and holding the China card. Quite recommendable to take Zaire, but bleh. Of course, this 5-year plan should protect Asia anyway, to some point. I still could play to Pakistan, India and Burma, being the active side in Asia, but I have so weak cards and I would have to waste. On the other hand, playing Asia for 0 and holding 5-year plan in case of drawing Europe may be worth it. Have Vietnam revolts, which now become more problematic to him. I am now committed to score Asia. If he reads my intentions and has 4 ops cards and, for example, breaks 2 battlegrounds, but he doesn't. He has his own problems, So let's play my commitment. And in the last action round, of course, space stack and cover, because both remaining cards are too precious to be held. So that Europe can be discarded if I happen to draw it. And India and Pakistan may be not so lucrative for him. And Middle East, not very expensive, 3 victory points, but it's always 3 victory points in my favor. Not as bad as for being purged and having no 4-ops card so far, and losing Korean War. But to be honest, I have to mention that I got Decol and he had to discard Distal in the meantime. He defected socialist governments. From this perspective, it looks like it was more harmless than if he had defected Nasser, even if Nasser is cheaper. Although, of course, the best call would be to headline Asia scoring in such a case. Or maybe not. He invested stuff in Asia. Yeah, breaking North Korea, always something you have to count. Oh. He has Europe. And I don't like the stuff I drew. I'm even thinking of playing duck and cover for ops. Just to North Korea and Libya. Okay, if I have duck and cover, then Olympic Games is a safe play. Safe by means of DEFCON, because he may still win the rolls. Okay, defected again. So, duck and cover now costs me 3 victory points, but he has to react for Asia threat. Let's make it somehow tougher to him. He's not gonna have mill-ups. I will have mine. I have Middle East scoring. Europe scoring is my pain in the ass. But I think I have to sacrifice Europe for a better score in Middle East, maybe even in Asia. And maybe it's even worth activating NORAD, hoping for a quick quagmire. Because I still have poor hands and I can't really afford spacing cards like NORAD. Indo-Paki for an event to gain mill-ups, of course. You have some rich hands. He doesn't know about Asia in my hand, so it was just a protection he had to make. And Asia is not easily retakeable by me. Right, okay, I can break Laos, Cambodia with Marshall Plan, but not very promising. And also not easily takeable by him. He would have to spend 6 ops in Taiwan and US-Japan, not playing the China card. Oh yes, he has ops. He had to invest in Israel, so that's good at least. Another good thing is that now Marshall Plan doesn't really change much in Europe, so I may just trigger it to gain 1 more in Middle East. And yes, I know he can break Syria, but OPEC will do its job anyway, sooner or later. North Korea, because now I no longer have good cards to protect against the China card breaking. I now regret not cooing Lebanon with duck and cover. Maybe this would make him scare about Israel. Oh, never mind, I needed to protect North Korea, and he wouldn't have to play into Israel in such a case. 5 in Italy to match. No, you don't need Greece, certainly. I know you're patriotic, but you don't need Greece, come on. Japan or even France would be a better target, but France would be, yeah, just to protect against US or South Africa, any battleground, let's say. Okay, Middle East scoring. He knows I have it, so let's go for it. He's gonna counter with Europe, I suppose. And there's no reason to keep 5-year plan any longer because all the remaining regions score good enough for me. It's also not really clear where to put 5-year plans. Influence. But South Africa is always a good target. Yeah, he had this. I'm risking Panama due to some realignments or Voice of Americas, but I can't protect all. And I think Africa is more important. Asia was again scoring 0, and it was pointless to hold 5-year plans, so let's grab just more cards next turn. Cuba? Yep. Unlucky for him, but did he have better targets? Okay, I was lucky enough to get Quagmire soon, so let's Quagmire him. Quagmire and Red Scare Purge. Red Scare should go first. It was a mistake. For 2 reasons. One of them is Missile Envy, and the other is if he plays any card like Junta or something cheaper than ABM and using the card's ops value, in the headline. He's not gonna have it perched, so I just committed a mistake, which may be meaningless or maybe blunder. Norad's gone, and John Paul quite harmless so far, so let's perch him under Quagmire. I'm gonna have my time to coup Algeria with Warsaw Pact, presumably. Southeast Asia is gonna be lost, I guess, but this lost means just 2 victory points, and I can live with that. But I again have quite cheap hand. Willy Brandt probably not an event, because Panama and Cuba are too lucrative. I don't expect Algeria to be free. Yes, this is exactly what I meant. Do not coup. So, and the problem now is that I don't really have good targets to use these cheap cards on. So maybe Cultural Revolution to steal the China card and then attempt to break Thailand with the China card. Maybe he eventually gets rid of playable threes. And nuclear subs is quite good space race candidate, not any longer, but luckily for me, he failed. I don't feel too happy about the hands I'm drawing, especially about ops I'm drawing. But the events are acceptable, sometimes more than acceptable. So fast Quagmire, so that Norad had literally no effect, is a very, very lucky draw. I'm not happy with myself about the blunder I've made. I think I may as well give him some coup targets. Because his mill-ups are no longer of concern. So you had this. So okay, have this one. And with this Zaire, I really don't want to give him nuclear subs. On the other hand, if I go to Cameroon and Colombia with this, he faces a dilemma, and if he has any scoring card, face double dilemma. No dilemma at all, but I may render nuclear subs useless. I can't really fight for Central America now. I need Liberation Theology or Junta, or just good Mexico coal. And I'm annoyingly vulnerable to Cuban Missile Crisis now. But well, you can't have it all. Cuba is very volatile as for a 3-step battleground. But that's the beauty of the game. India is volatile as well. Ooh. He did really well there. Okay then. In such a case, let's change your dilemma into this one. Then cooing Zaire gives me just a counter coup or direct Nigeria entrance next turn. Because whatever he coups is vulnerable to realignment rolls. Unless he coups Cameroon. Of course. I assume Zaire. Yeah. Phew. That was a nice roll of Spartaaaa the Greek. South America may turn worse. With Junta. But if he plays Junta, he has to leave Defcon at 3, so... The problem is... I don't really have any better headline than South America scoring, I guess so. Longam, I don't want to get rid of this. Latin America won't stop Junta. But after Latin American death squads, I may coup Mexico with Alliance for Progress, making sure it's an empty event, for the possible price of losing Nigeria. But only possible. Let's do it. Oh, he had Africa scoring, so only long gunman would make Africa scoring. Much better. Okay, I rolled only a 1, but even a 1 made Alliance for Progress an empty event due to this headline, so it was a good call. Now there are many cards that distract my position in South America, and I didn't get Junta or Allende, so South America scoring goes ASAP. And the remaining scoring is Central America, which also doesn't look very good for me. But well, that's the game. As I said, the last moment to do this harmlessly. With this Asia, I don't really like the shuttle diplomacy. I don't feel I can afford not playing it. I should play it, and I should probably realign Zaire. Not a bad call. It's painful, I can't do anything about the Americas. Oh. except from realigning him now, hoping for some good rolls. Oh, he's not dominating Asia. Of course he's not, but he may by taking Japan or Taiwan. My time to space just to stop him from spacing twice failed. I don't want to give him 2 victory points from Nixon. Oh, he's gonna see my headlines. Blech. Still worth it. And like it or not, the best option left for me is to attempt to coup Costa Rica and hope for a 6 with Romanian abdication and long gunman. Well, in the reversed order actually. Yeah, Middle East, it has been scored and a Muslim revolution is waiting, so I don't really like this game now. There aren't many events left he would like to discard. Portuguese Empire, Allende, yes, Allende, of course. Maybe some neutral ones like APM or Junta. Certainly not Central America scoring, but Liberation Theology, of course, yes. Maybe Distal. Portuguese Empire, Missile Envy, okay. Flower Power U2 Incident, interesting. Another failed coup, but I really don't feel I had better options for this card. My opponent isn't playing very fast actually, I think. Always a messy one. This is a great hand. And I let him see my APM treaty headline, but he can't defect it. Nope, he can't. Ask not when there are so many things gone. Grain cells. That was unlucky, but that was lucky, because he's certainly not going to play this. If he returns, he probably has to cool. This gives me time to repair his damage he did here. Let's say with Cuban Missile Crisis. I'm happy about losing Pakistan for the China card. And I'm happy for Distal, but I'd like to see the Voice of America played first. And I'm happy to have Salt to discard, to grab something from the discard pile. Not really sure what. If not really sure, Red Scare is always a good option. I'm unhappy about kitchen debates. With Suez Crisis I may just make some mess in his hand. But Distal is a real gift provided he doesn't have a Voice of America. Why are kitchen debates no longer valid? He didn't lose any battlegrounds now. Maybe it's the interface issue. I use Suez Crisis to take Cuba and Haiti. If he coups, kitchen debates are no longer valid as well, so I can counter coup. I'm probably losing Central America scoring, but this should be quite cheap. Or maybe even not. Maybe I can even be winning this scoring. He may have liberation theology, and this is unspaceable. So maybe it's wise to avoid playing Kennedy. I think I should avoid pushing my luck, and I should score Central America scoring whenever I can do it for 0, because his knowledge about me having it can be crippling, and Voice of America is still somewhere there. It's not discarded, isn't it? Excuse me for a moment. a good call for him. He may still have junta. Okay, let's place influence here because he knows about this. Three more cards to play, and I'd like to avoid triggering any of the events. I mean any of the American events. So okay, this went for 0 for the price of South America being crippled, I guess, but Allende is still somewhere there. As I said, so goodbye. I'm not gonna give you Kennedy and I'm not gonna give you the China card. But I'm gonna give you the option of a battleground coup, hoping that you don't really have good cards to perform the coup with -1 on the die. The map doesn't look good. Okay, Brezhnev is a good card to Kuzair or Nigeria. But going this doesn't stop me from dominating Africa. And he rolled poorly, so... Okay. Let's go purge. So even with Missile Envy it's not as painful. UN Intervention, the great card now. Actually, this is a great troll. Voice of America to space, then maybe one small step. I can fight for so many regions. Maybe I should have headlined IBM Treaty, but he knew about Red Scare Purge in my hands, so I preferred to headline Red Scare Purge. This failure hurts, but at least DEFCON is at 4, so it's gotta be... This is the pain. This is another pain. 2 Mistrals is already too much. Ooh. And this is just very, very brutal. Okay, my very, very good hand suddenly became crippled, and now the best I can count on is DEFCON. Which is funny when DEFCON is at 5. Hoo hoo hoo. Three misses in a row. Less than 4% chance for this, but well, that's a part of the game. No hard feelings. Especially no hard feelings towards my opponent. I'd like to stress it one more. I really, really like this guy, and win it or lose it, the game against this guy is just a great adventure. Finally. Excuse me. Fortunately, I had this one. Unfortunately, I wrote this one. I think I will play the China card, because I'd like to hold human intervention and one small step. And spacing US would be an absurd. On the other hand, I still need meal-ups. And I'd like to play one small step. Okay, I may sacrifice one meal-up, but not two of them. So UN intervention coup in Guatemala is gonna be the move. Ooh. One small step, always a good headline if he sees my headline. So that he sees he's no longer gonna see my headlines. But Wargames vulnerability could make the job. Defectors are still somewhere here. Back. Fortunately, Allende, yes. No organs here. It was pointless. Yeah, just one small step if defected is nasty. I'd rather have socialist governments defected. Yeah. Okay. That was fair enough. If I don't coup now, he does. And he's then winning the game anyway. Because I can stop him. So I may as well trigger special relationship and perform a coup, hoping that he doesn't have war games. And the best coup target is, I think, Mexico. Ooh, very good. 5. provided he doesn't have war games now. The rest of the hand is quite straightforward to play. So first, let's make him fear a little, or not? Let's make him fear more than a little. Decal, I think, is the hold card, because it's quite meaningless as an event. Now, problem is I shouldn't play the China card, but other cards are so fixed about how should they be played. I may avoid playing Marine Barracks Bombing, but going durable with this is hoping for too much luck. Okay, let's play Mine Plan. So this, one small step. Iranian hostage, Marine barracks and containment for ops as the last action round. His Defcon suicide may be long gunman, so containment doesn't help even if played somewhere in the middle. And this is something I have to react to. But now his cooing gonna be costly, so if he doesn't have Brush or Indo-Paki or Iran-Iraq war, he's gonna lose VPs either by cooing or by mill-ups. No more investment in South America, I guess. So I'd like to trigger one from slap, trigger Iranian hostage. Yep. We have this one. Europe would now finish me on the spot, so this has the priority to avoid this. War games is killing, so Defcon and maybe time, I mean clock, are my best bets. Ooh, even Defcon is not a good bet now, because he's able to discard a card. Marine barracks may deny him presence on Middle East. Maybe denying him playing AR7 of his choice. Okay. This is quite clear. Marine barracks bombing, clearing Middle East is quite a good headline actually. Undefectable and somewhat threatening. Depression theology, yes, okay. So terrorism stays as my best chance. And I want to see his hand. I got war games, at least that. But I didn't get Star Wars, so he may have it. Chernobyl, okay, show me the region. Middle East. He was very scared. Okay, let's clean up this mess a little. Rolling a 1 doesn't clean anything. Let me just hope he doesn't have a 4. So he can't protect Venezuela and Panama at once. Plus I'd like to prepare things under playing Latin American debt crisis, and I'd like to play kitchen debates without VP giveaway. If he's gonna make it to the final scoring, he's winning. That's for sure. Okay, that was worth. I can't place any influence in Middle East. Let's try to win something in Africa then. Or distract him for a moment. He got terrorism damage. So probably my last chance to win the game had just fallen down. Oh, very strong in Zaire. But if he had to use terrorism, he may have a poor hand. maybe Latin American debt crisis does the job, but what does it help? No longer dominating Middle East. Let's distract him here. I can always count on the Iran-Iraq war. And of course I'm not gonna play war games until I'm risking losing by Star Wars. Picking war games. This is the moment when I play this, loses, and okay, maybe he doesn't have this. Maybe he just hopes I have this due to my headline. This would be logical to some extent. Tough game, tough game. I'm not lucky in the games I'm recording recently. Yep. What else? The 1VP was precious. No presence in the Middle East. That's big. So repairing. Oh, he had the scoring. Okay, I just have to see what he has. Because Grain says, Fortunately for me, he can't trigger it right now to finish the game. And I'm gonna see his hand. In his hand I see things I would rather see elsewhere, like Europe scoring. Okay, so no playing China card. Let's first play it here, and to avoid immediate loss I have to cash these 4 points before he cashes these 5. Now, if he spaces and does it successfully, I'm lost anyway. And this can't be helped anyhow. Because I can't win 2 victory points. Simply. face this OPEC now and show me what your luck is. It's 50-50 and you have to take this chance. He took this chance and he rolled well and he won. So thank you for watching. See you next time, and remember to endorse Tasos in comments because he really deserves it.